and who is probably going to explain, wait a minute, there's an interesting fact here, which she's given me, which is that she has a piercing builder's whistle, which she also told me she's prepared to demonstrate if the audience want to hear it. So let me get off the stage first, because it might be, you know, so many hundreds of decibels. So I'm going to hand you over to Emma Bearman, and she is probably going to demonstrate her piercing builder's whistle. Emma Bearman, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, and thank you very much for indulging me, and I'm off now, thank you. I don't know how quickly these slides are going to go, and I will warn you, I am making them up as I go along, so I'm ready. So I really should be in hiding. Okay, look at this headline. We lost the bid to bring 1950s robot Saigon at home. Why? Okay, where did this story start? Hopefully the next slide will make you feel really sorry for me. I've got 2 children, they're really cute. They made me do it. They didn't actually. They have an amazing curiosity for life, and I can't indulge them enough. So I take them to events, and I hope someone else is going to do that for me, but quite often I think, I could do a little bit better sometimes. So coming into Leeds City Centre, I've exhausted all the cultural things that we can do, and I think actually, is Leeds as playful as it really could be? This is the beginning of the story before Saigon, by the way. So we do events where a lot of cardboard features. Can't find cardboard is a good way of bringing people together. That's my little boy when he's about 2 in a cardboard box. This guy at the bottom came in a pinstripe suit and said he was going to be out there in 20 minutes because it looked crap. But he was the most competitive den builder I've ever come across. He works for the council, parks and countryside. So then we did other stuff which was about defacing Leeds, basically, without getting into too much trouble. It's called Urban Mischief. We did get into a little bit of trouble, which I can't tell you about here, but if you buy me a drink after. Network Rail don't really know the full story yet. So from there, this guy here showed us that we can just be really playful with very little money. We can reclaim our streets. That's a post by a guy called Rob Greenland. We use a blog to kind of be a bit of a lobby. I would like toilets to be a hell of a lot more playful. That's what I think would make a really child-friendly Leeds. There's other things too. So then we took over this shop in Briggate, which is the main shopping street in Leeds, if you don't already know it. And out of this event, can you still hear me? Came the idea that from 150 creative people that we needed robots. So I'm laying the blame at their door, not mine. So that's what we've been doing for about a year, doing little secret missions, making biscuit robots. As you can see, a recent event at Trinity, we're going to have 50 robots created. I thought this is all going very well. We've got a plan for this thing called March the Robots, which is going to be softly launched, until Saigon came along. Christie's, the news went viral, and I thought, well, okay, we've got one shot at trying to win this ridiculous, it's not quite as big as the town hall, it's 8 foot, but it's still big, and it's 1950s, and it used to, before I go on to the next thing, what it used to do, we've got some people creating postcards for us. Who would like to see it demolish Bridgewater Tower? Yay! So, Christie's wouldn't let us play with those images though, they were a bit uptight, I can say that now because I'm not being recorded at my job. So, 1950s kitsch robot that used to walk around and lift skirts. What's not to like? We wanted to bring it to Leeds. Why? He was in Leeds for a good period of time in a Ford garage somewhere. So, this inspired lots of people to get involved with digging, finding our way, being, oh, I was on the radio. And the first thing they want to talk about at 7 o'clock in the morning was sex with robots. Obviously, I'd like to talk about that all the time, but I was a bit taken aback by going on to BBC Radio Leeds, we're talking sex at 7 o'clock in the morning. So robots were a great conversation piece, we found. We ended up working with the university, who are really keen to be involved in this project, and there's an outtake of this from a different angle, which might end up on Russell, someone or other's outtakes. I don't know if you watch his show, but anyway, it was quite lurid. That was Robot at the University Leeds. We got loads of publicity, loads of support, and we started getting absolutely amazing pledges coming in. I was a bit slow at first. Come on. Really slow. But we did get amazing support from all prep. So this is why we do it, really. It's things like this, where Jim Hopkins, and I don't know if you're in the room, but I'd like to thank you, pledged his own kids' ice cream money to help us bring Saigon to Leeds. It was £3. But that's a big thing for kids. You can see that they've seen us on Look North, and they thought it was a great idea. So within 2 weeks, which was the deadline we set to raise £15,000 over the bank holiday August weekend, are we mad? We managed pretty well to get £7,000, which I think is pretty good. It's not a failure, not as the BBC put it. We've had lots of interest in it. People are still really interested to find out where Saigon spent time. But I would want to make this point that actually by doing something, and I think we've had a few presentations tonight, just by doing something you make new friends, you have a great adventure, got loads of publicity, we've got businesses involved already, we've got the university partnership. It probably isn't the quietest launch to a thing called March of the Robots, but we couldn't have paid for the publicity we've got. We've also found 120 people who want to play along with us, which is a great start. And there's already follow-up pieces in the local press, which is about the more serious side of robotics. So we can play. The whole idea is through play, we can have conversations, we can do stuff from cardboard, some really serious innovation that's going on out there. And it's right underneath our noses. Now, my final point is, if a robot could come and do something for you, what would you get it to do? I'd like it to solve dog shit and chewing gum. I don't actually think we should be maybe tasering people, but perhaps there's a way that robots can actually help us to tackle some stuff in these. Thank you very much.